So who I am in essence is this non-physical being.
Correct.
And as this...
Broad, magnificent.
Yes, I love that part. And as have I chosen to take this physical experience like I've been told a number of times that I'm from the Pleiades constellation, this planet called the Asti.
Well, that comes out of your physical wanting to belong somewhere. We say, give it up and just be. What is this constant wanting to connect to some place? Just be.
Well,
connect to this place.
Like later on, when I'm at some other place, well, I know that I've been at this place, for instance. Like,
it is really not important. You see, it is just as you have been in the 3rd grade, have you not?
Yes, twice. No, just once.
As you've had this experience of being 3 years old and 5 years old, we'll take the safer route. 10 years old, 12 years old. It is not necessary to your value as a person now to reach back into those times and try to make it or give emphasis to that time through these eyes. Are you following what we're saying? In other words,
I just want to make just one last point that I, as a non-physical being, I do have these physical experiences, whether they're on that planet or this planet or whatever, and my purpose is to grow and experience joy and experience freedom.
Correct. And even now you are not a linear person. You do not have that one, and then later that one, and then later that one, and then later that one. You could not trace your progression through your historical records of this earth plane only. You are a multi-dimensional being, taking physical form in many dimensions, you see.
Okay.
It is as, right now, you are a man, you are a friend, you are a musician, you are a this, you are a that, you are a bowler, you are this, and you are not all of those at all moments. You give your attention to that, and you give your attention to that, and you give your attention to that, and all of that equals the sum total that you are. It isn't easy to talk to physical beings who are so much always wanting to be that which they see now. Jerry and Esther, you've heard this story, but for the benefit of others, Jerry and Esther traveled to the city of Boston. We said, you will like Boston, for it was your last place of physicalness. They said, who were we? Daughter Tracy was there also. Who were we? And we said, when you stand before the statue that is you, you will know. And they were so excited. Oh, we were famous. There is a statue about us. And so even though it was the middle of the night, they began bounding from statue to statue, standing in front of them, wanting to know, was I this one? Was I that one? Getting more and more disappointed as the really famous ones were set aside. And as they stood before the statue of Samuel Adams, in unison, all three said, I was Samuel Adams. Then they looked at one another defiantly. Not you, me, not you, me, not you, me. Said, time for a session with Abraham. We said, the energy that was at that time focused in the body of Samuel Adams is now focused within the three of you. That is not an easy concept for many of you who are egotistical. For you want to be you want to always be you want this to matter, you want this to make a difference, and we say to you, friends, it absolutely does. But from your broader perspective, you are choosing life experiences just like in this life you choose bowling. You seek the experience of the physical body for the sheer adventure of the physicalness, for the fun of it, for the joy of it, for the knowing of it, but don't try to make it all that you are, for it is far short of all that you are. The broad guidance, that feeling that comes forth from within in the form of emotion, that is your broad perspective, you see. And so is it important that you remember that you were a camel groomer back then? Not much calling for it today, is there? It is not important at all. But is it important to remember through the process of this experience how important freedom is? And that you are absolutely free? How much you seek growth? How good it is to be alive, alive, alive? Indeed. The details matter not at all.